Steven, is Ironheart worth watching at this point?
Today, we're breaking down episodes 4 through 6 of Ironheart, where Marvel continues its sacred mission of cramming 3 feature films into 6 episodes and calling it a limited series.
Seriously.
Let's start with the plot, because someone has to. Episode 4, The Tech versus the Hood. We open with Riri and her AI, Natalie, the Siri she built from the digital remains of her dead best friend, trying to decrypt the Hood's demon-fueled magic. Because obviously, if there's one thing that can outmatch ancient dark sorcery, it's a 19-year-old with trauma and Python coding skills. Meanwhile, Parker Robbins, aka the Hood, is out here raw-dogging Mephisto-grade demon energy like it's a Black Friday deal. No training, no mentorship, just vibes and violence. He's running the streets like a magical Tony Montana with a hoodie instead of a suit. Riri tries to science her way out of the supernatural mess, and to be fair, there are some sparks of brilliance. Literally, but it's also starting to feel like Marvel's throwing every genre at the wall to see what sticks. Tech thriller, street drama, occult noir, choose your fighter. Episode 5, Moral Dilemmas on a Deadline. This is the Maybe I'm the Problem episode. Riri suddenly realizes that stealing from supervillains might be morally complicated. Like, oh no, hacking into magical black market Craigslist is wrong. Who could have predicted that? There's a flicker of emotional depth here. Riri clashes with her team, especially over how far they're willing to go to win. Finally, it's not just one-liners and exposition dumps, there's actual character tension. And then Ezekiel Stain walks back into the plot like he just remembered he had a screen time quota to meet. He's still shady, still smug, and still somehow alive, which feels like a Marvel tradition at this point. The episode tries to juggle emotional stakes with Marvel brand quipping, but it's a little like watching someone play piano during an earthquake. There's skill there, but the timing's a mess. Episode 6, Boss Battle Light, and now the grand finale, or at least what's supposed to feel like one. We get a 9-minute final confrontation that wraps up the entire tech magic hybrid plot with all the narrative weight of a group project PowerPoint slide. Riri outsmarts Parker, kind of. Parker monologues like he's auditioning for The Boys, and the whole thing ends with a quick fix and a morality pat on the back, and then boom, mid-credits tease. Because heaven forbid Marvel finishes any story without whispering. It's just setup, we swear. It's not terrible, but it's not earned either. It's the kind of climax that feels like it's sprinting toward a deadline, not a payoff. 1 minute you're in a showdown, the next it's thanks for watching, see you in Armor Wars. Marvel's new 6-episode formula is like trying to tell a whole saga in a TikTok attention span. They're baking 3 movies worth of story arcs in an easy bake oven and hoping it comes out gourmet. Spoiler, it doesn't. Characters show up, say something vaguely emotional or ominous, and then vanish into thin air until the plot needs them again. There's no breathing room. It's like a YouTube speed run of character development. Let's get into Natalie, the AI Riri coded from her deceased best friend. On paper, deep, grief, innovation, heart, but also kind of creepy. Imagine losing your best friend and deciding to turn her voice into your emotional co-pilot. It's either a genius way to process grief or the plot of a Black Mirror Christmas special. I'm honestly not sure which. It's intimate, it's raw, and a little unsettling. There's power in that idea, but Ironheart only flirts with the implications. Instead of exploring what it means for Riri to talk to her dead friend daily, the show uses it as a semi-sentient exposition dump. Now, let's talk about Parker Robbins. On paper, incredible potential. A street-level villain dabbling in dark magic. Grounded in gritty reality, with a supernatural twist, that's chef's kiss. But in reality, he feels like Iron Man went through Hot Topic and came back with a spellbook and unresolved issues. It's like the writers wanted him to be scary and sympathetic and slick, but forgot to actually give him an arc. He exists mostly to growl threats and shoot sparkly magic bullets. Parker deserved more. He could have been Marvel's magical Killmonger. Instead, we got, what if a SoundCloud rapper got possessed by a demon? So what's the point here? Marvel clearly wants Ironheart to be a bridge between Wakanda Forever and Armor Wars, between Iron Man's legacy and the Young Avengers, between grounded storytelling and multiversal chaos. But here's the problem. You can't build a bridge with spaghetti noodles and hope it carries weight. Ironheart is trying to connect everything, but in the process, it connects to nothing deeply. Compare this show to Daredevil Born Again. Slow pacing, methodical storytelling, or WandaVision, where mystery unfolded like a beautiful, strange puzzle box. Ironheart feels like plot fireworks in a wind tunnel. Pretty chaotic and gone too soon. And we can't ignore the noise outside the show. Ironheart was getting review bombed before the first episode even aired. Why? Because Riri is a black teenage girl with intelligence, agency, and a storyline that isn't about serving someone else's art. Apparently, that's still enough to send certain corners of the internet into a full existential meltdown. But the fans rallied hard. Real fans saw something worth protecting, not because the show is perfect, but because it matters. Riri isn't just fighting demons in her world, she's fighting trolls in ours. Episodes 4 to 6 of Ironheart tried to be Iron Man meets Doctor Strange meets The Wire in under 40 minutes. There are glimmers of brilliance, ambition, and genuine heart, but also moments where it feels like Marvel's writing team just found out the assignment was due today. And yet Dominique Thorne, she kills it. Her performance is sharp, layered, and full of spark. If this show works at all, it's because she never phones it in, even when the script does. There's potential here. Real seeds for Armor Wars, Young Avengers, and even a deeper arc for Riri. But Marvel needs to stop planting plot lines like it's growing a multiverse chia pet. Water one. Let it grow. Let it breathe. So what do you think? Was Ironheart a hidden gem, a rushed mess, or a little bit of both?